What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the top 10 bowlers of all time. At least that's what they have it titled as. I don't know if that's true.
I don't think it is. I think it's so subjective of what one person thinks is like amazing and another person thinks is kind of ordinary.
Right.
You know, I don't think you can label it that, but maybe.
Maybe. We looked at that top 10 batsmen of all time, and it angered a lot of people because they missed people. But again, when you have your own thoughts, I mean, you're going to create a video of top 10 who you think.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what it's based off of, who stands out to them. You know, and if somebody else has another list, that's also a good video to watch to share that stuff. So maybe they can be like, well, I do think he's this much better because.
Right.
But it's good to put these together.
Regardless, we're about to see some greats. The video I found, I'll link in the description below. Go show that creator some love as always. Otherwise, let's jump into it right now.
When they talk about the best bowler in the world, one of the best or whatever, my name pops up.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today
Very
we're counting
confident.
down our picks for the top 10 bowlers of all time.
It's the easiest thing to say, there'll never be another Shane Warne, because we say that about a lot of people,
Oh, see?
but there won't be.
For this list,
We know
we're
that
looking
guy.
at the greatest wicket takers in cricket, whose skills with the ball left fans worldwide in awe. Which bowler do you think represents the best that cricket has to offer? Let us know in the comments.
We definitely don't know yet because we haven't
Number
seen
10,
enough.
I don't think we
Imran
have.
Khan. Among the greatest all-rounders the game has ever seen, Imran Khan's primary prowess was in the art of reverse swing. The Pakistani legend is remembered as
He has
among
quite
the
the
best
run-up, too.
captains of all time due to his creative mind, and he first displayed this through his evolution as a bowler. Having started out as a medium pacer, Khan achieved his prime form when he became a fast bowler, claiming the best strike rate and bowling average among his peers at
Wow,
his
look
peak.
at how he bowls.
so
Was a beautiful delivery, and it's given a wide.
Crazy bounce
Given a
to it,
wide
too.
by the umpire, and Imran can't believe it. Delivering
It's
such
like he's smacking it down on the ground.
delivery.
His line,
Bouncy ball
discipline, and
almost.
pinpoint accuracy led to many Yorkers and outside edges, as batsmen failed to read his swinging deliveries. Khan moved toward
so
his batting
accurate.
abilities later in his career, but only after imparting his genius to future legends Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis.
I think where I am in my life right now as a bowler, as a commentator, as a cricketer, as a human being, that's because of him.
Number 9,
I like
Curtly Ambrose. If there's ever a bowler needed to throttle batting lineups, then look no further than Curtly Ambrose.
Big appeal there. Yes, he's got a little inside edge. Ward doesn't look too happy about it. Just a little glance down the wicket.
The West Indian was notorious for stemming the run flow to a minimum, as his pace and accuracy left little room for batsmen to score runs. Not that it was Ambrose's only
He doesn't
skill,
look like he
as
runs up
would
very
vary
much,
his
but then when he
deliveries
throws
with
it, you can
swing
just tell
to
it's
prevent
powerful.
batsmen from
Yeah.
becoming too defensive.
Out. He's gone for a duck second ball, and the West Indies now right in this match. It's 2 for 16.
Ambrose's calm demeanor and great height made him an intimidating presence for the opposition.
Oh, you feel like you're
his
gonna get
vicious
messed
bounces
up.
Yeah, he
added to
does
this
look tall.
feared
I was going to say
reputation.
something.
But I'm always relaxed. I believe that you got to be relaxed when you're bowling. As
Yeah, he's
opposed
a
to be
giant.
tense. So
Right?
everything for me
Yeah,
is just
he's
about
really
natural
tall.
relaxation.
Although the West Indies team was in decline during Ambrose's career, he and Courtney Walsh held the bowling department together to become a duo to be reckoned with.
He just hit that spot over and over and over and made it very difficult for any batsman to score runs off him.
Number 8, Dale Steyn. There is no doubt that Dale Steyn is the greatest bowler to come out of the modern cricket era.
Wow.
He'll swing the ball. There's some crowd cover. It's
Naturally aggressive and vicious on his day, Steyn was a nightmare for batsmen with the new ball. The South African is responsible for turning the team into test champions in the 2010s, triggering incredible batting collapses as soon as the games
That's
began.
crazy.
So he had the raw ingredients, he had the will to want to learn and the will to want to get better.
Steyn might not have been the fastest bowler, but his zipping outswingers bamboozled batsmen anyway, as no
That's
two
a mouthful.
deliveries would be
Oh,
the
wow.
same. Injuries plagued the bowler for much of his career, which denied him from picking up more scalps than he could.
Every cricketer has problems, I can promise you. Luckily, we play in long trousers. If we played soccer, you're more exposed and you can see all the tape all over the place.
Yet he still ended up as the leading wicket taker in South Africa's history, and a legendary career to remember. Number 7, Malcolm Marshall. Malcolm Marshall spearheaded West Indies' pace attack during their heyday in the 80s for what is largely considered the most fearsome bowling lineup in cricket.
Oh, it's up in the air, could be out. Richards is under it.
Despite his shorter stature compared to his teammates, Marshall could generate great pace
He
to
looks like
bowl
quick and
bouncers as
snappy, you
dangerous
know? Yeah, he
as they
does.
come. Simply surviving Marshall's new ball burst was an achievement for batsmen, as the bowler went for attacking
Whatever that
deliveries
is.
that could break a nose or two.
Break a nose.
Georgia of the cricketers up and down the country have got a very high regard for him.
Oh, do you see his
That was
arm?
a very unwise decision.
Marshall never let down on what made him so fast and menacing, even if it led to injuries of his own. His bowling average remains the lowest of any bowler with more than 200 wickets, a testament to his consistency. We were sadly robbed of the legend at a young age, but his legacy lives on.
You look at what Malcolm did and the way he bowled and the way he adapted to conditions, then I think he was pretty much the most complete fast bowler of all time.
Number 6, Waqar Younis. When you think of destructive, toe-crushing Yorkers and flying stumps, you think of Waqar Younis.
Toe crushers.
The combination of reverse swing and speed made Younis a sheer force on the field,
Is
with
that
most of
reverse
his
swing?
dismissals either bowled or LBWs. The aggression he displayed brought Younis admirers from around the world, and athletes like Usain Bolt credit him as an inspiration.
Who's your favorite?
For me, I was a big Pakistan fan. No one believes Waqar Younis and all these guys were my favorite player growing up.
Having one of the lowest strike rates in the game proves Younis's ability to dismiss batsmen, creating early breakthroughs in the match to whittle down the opposition's scoring opportunities.
Oh, superb
You know, I like when they
delivery.
talk about each other because they are the ones with the experience.
We saw
Right.
Glenn McGrath
Who knows
knock
it better?
over Brian Lara with an unplayable delivery. I think that would have got almost any player in the world out.
Younis's mastery with the ball was complemented by Wasim Akram.
Wow.
The pair went on to become the leading bowlers of their generation, but it was Younis who usually blew through the batting lineup in his first spell.
That's
Number
crazy.
5, Richard Hadley.
These are a bunch of guys
Arguably
we don't
the
even know.
greatest
Of yet.
cricketer New Zealand has produced. Richard Hadley could change the game with the bat, while his bowling skills were without question.
He's gone, yes, beautiful piece of bowling.
As a tearaway bowler in his youth, Hadley was among those responsible for making speed a defining factor in the opening overs of the match. He adapted to the changing environment of the game, delivering balls that moved on just about any surface regardless of the pitch's condition. Hadley still has some of the highest
That's
counts
so
of 5 and
crazy.
10 wicket hauls in tests, along with boasting an average of 5 wickets per match.
He was a phenomenal technician.
He didn't even give him a
Extremely
chance.
disciplined.
No.
Had enormous control over himself and what he could do with the ball.
You know, that's the
Hadley's
thing, when it's
team
so
wasn't
fast,
strong by
I worry
any
about, like,
means
the
at the
batsman's
time,
gonna get
which
hurt.
made him the
Oh, I'm
sole
sure they
anchor
have.
for the New
And it's
Zealanders,
not, you know,
winning
the bowler's
matches all
fault.
by himself.
But
He
at the
was
same
shining
time,
light
they're
through that
dangerous with
decade,
that speed.
and
You
still
can't even see
shining
it
light
coming.
for many
Right.
years.
Number
And they
4,
they call him like
Glenn
the
McGrath.
technician of the ball. You know, he
Glenn
could just do
McGrath
anything
is
with it.
proof that
Yeah.
line
That's
and
crazy.
length
We have to
can
look at that
trump
guy.
fast bowling, as the Australian legend maintained impeccable discipline with where he pitched his deliveries.
Very close. It's better than close. It's out.
McGrath was a mammoth on the big stage, racking up the most wickets at the World Cup and helping Australia become world champions 3 times in a row.
Nice job.
What McGrath lacked in speed, he more than made up for in bounce. His tall frame enabled him to trouble batsmen with elevated deliveries difficult to put away.
Along the floor. That really has kept low.
Although McGrath's tendency to sledge opponents landed him in trouble, this attitude made him a must-see
Because
player
maybe it
on the
wasn't
field.
speed, maybe he was
no
just
wonder
after
he retired at his peak,
them.
finishing his Test career with a wicket off his last delivery and as the man of the tournament in the World Cup.
I think a great thinker about the game, a competitive guy, but also just a wonderful person off the field.
Cute kid too.
Will go down as one of the great people of the game of cricket, not only a great performer.
Number 3, Shane Warne.
Oh, here
This
we
is the
go.
first one that we know.
Revolutionized
Yes,
leg spin
well, he's
like
in there.
never before,
That's exciting.
bursting onto the scene with the ball of the century that remains a marvel to witness.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He ushered in a new age that brought equal respect to spinners compared to fast bowlers, as he turned spin bowling into an art form.
I have a nice loose grip. My fingers are probably a bit too close together, but that works for me. And they're very loose. It's 2 fingers down, 2 fingers up, and the ball just slots in there like that, and the thumb just rests there.
Warren was primarily known for his ripping deliveries, which could turn on almost
like a
any
trickster.
surface to
Yeah,
bamboozle
I think
batsmen.
we've said that when we watched his
great
video.
variation meant that the opposition never knew
It
what
almost
to
feels
expect,
like it just
whether
changed
was
it up from seeing all these other
traditional leg spin or
guys.
his
Yeah.
signature
And then
footwork.
now we're seeing him.
With such
I mean,
unparalleled
different
changed it.
technique.
Warren
Yeah.
easily racked up the most
Where he
test
could
wickets
throw
at
it
the
one
time.
direction, it
The
looks
late
like it's going to go
Australian
there,
spin
and
king
then,
was a
you know,
rock
it
star in the
curves and
cricketing
goes the
world,
other.
known for his
Straight through the wicket.
exuberance, style, and showmanship.
I'm not sure there is a more dominant figure in my lifetime in sport. If you took one person, then Shane Warne.
Number 2, Mattia Muralidharan. It's unlikely anyone will ever break Mattia Muralidharan's records of most international wickets, 5 and 10 wicket hauls, and longest tenure ranked as the #1 bowler.
That's in the air, and it's going to be caught down there, surely. Yes, it is.
The Sri Lankan spin wizard is the most
Spin
prolific
wizard.
wicket taker in the history of the game, with an astounding 6 wickets per match average in tests.
Wow.
Muralidharan's off-spin had a mind of its own at times, nipping into batsmen from just about any angle.
Oh my
Although his doosra was controversial, as its contrast with standard off-spin was a deadly weapon in his arsenal.
Bowling wise, I only use doosra and an off spin, that's all, with a different seam.
Muralidharan at his peak guided Sri Lanka from a small team to world beaters. His status
I
as the
wish they'd
first
slow
Sri
it down
Lankan
so I
in the
could
Hall
see
of
what he
Fame
was
does
doing, you know?
justice to his contribution
This just
to
gives
the
us an opportunity to look at
bowler
individuals, though.
Yes, learn more about
wickets.
them.
Absolutely marvelous. He's an absolute champion. And Murali, to me, the best bowler to ever play the game.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Wasim Akram. What do legends like Brian Lara, Kumar Sangakkara, and Glenn McGrath have in common? They all consider Wasim Akram the greatest bowler to ever grace the sport.
What?
Well, if there was an edge, it was certainly a bottom edge.
Having learned from mentor Imran Khan, Akram became a magician who could swing the ball both ways. He also
That's
remains
pretty
the
crazy.
only bowler to take 2 hat tricks in tests and ODIs. His finest contribution to cricket was mastering reverse swing, using the old ball to remain dangerous throughout the spell of a game.
Because he had everything. Quick arm action, he could do so much with the new ball, and his bouncer was lethal. And with the older ball, we all know what he could bring on the table.
Akram
When they
mystified
have, like,
with
multiple
lethal in-swingers
techniques
and
that makes them
outswingers
unreadable.
that conjured
Right.
wickets out of nowhere. Whether it was pace, seam, swing, or Yorkers, he bagged wickets of all kinds. The Sultan of Swing was technically an
Sultan of
all-rounder,
Swing.
but
I like
he
that.
is
I
the
do
greatest
like that.
ambassador for
Sultan
what
of
bowling
Swing.
means to cricket.
I personally think that he was one of the best in Pakistan, and also, if you look at the whole world, he was one of the best.
Whoa, we seen only one guy we knew there.
I felt like we knew nothing.
Out of all 10. Well, we knew some things, but we knew when they were what kind of styles they were using
Yeah.
and whatnot. But I didn't see a current guy. I didn't see even a relatively close to current guy.
No.
But maybe that's saying, you know, there's nobody that compares to these guys.
Maybe they just don't make them like they used to.
Maybe. Comment down below. What did you think of the list? Should there have been some current people? Is this list correct?
Like maybe, okay,
And
if there was somebody on there that was absolutely amazing that you guys think was correct, let us know if we should look into them.
Yes, yes.
Because maybe we need to learn more about these people.
Well, clearly we do. So if there's some videos out there, throw them in the description or the comments down below. Otherwise, that is going to wrap it up. I really enjoyed that, though. They do a great job with these videos.
That was a beautiful video.
They break it down. And like what you've said before, we like hearing from other players.
Yes.
You know, about, you know, what they were doing, their style, their techniques, and just who they were.
Because they know they're their profession, and we're just like regular people throwing out our, you know, own opinions. But it was pretty cool.
I enjoyed it. If you guys made it to the end, hit that thumbs up button. Otherwise, we'll catch you on that next video. Thanks for watching.